So I've been using the 16 Pro since Saturday afternoon. Everybody got a Friday. I got a Saturday. You know why? Because UPS sucks. So maybe it was user error. Who knows? iPhone 16 Pro battery supposedly is getting 4 more hours of video playback and is just essentially a bigger battery from the 15 Pro. Now, as we all remember, the 13 Pros were incredible batteries. The 13 Pro and Pro Max had incredible battery. My wife still has the 13 Pro and the battery is incredible. Now this year, the Pro Max on the 16s are supposed to have the best battery ever on an iPhone. I wonder if the 16, Apple never said it, but I wonder if the 16 Pro has the best battery ever on a Pro, not Pro Max iPhone. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming that's the case. But I've been using the 16 Pro for 4 full days now, 5 full days, and the battery is okay. Now, don't get me wrong, let's preface this. I am a power user completely. I am on my phone constantly watching YouTube videos, listening to music, listening to YouTube videos with the screen off, texting, using GPS, taking photos, all of that stuff, videos, and yeah. So I'm a power user. I probably should have gotten the Pro Max as far as the battery goes. But with using the 16 Pro yesterday, by 5 p.m., I'm just going to rip off the Band-Aid. By 5 p.m., my battery was at 20%. Now, that 20% was from walking out in the sun, taking videos, and the screen kind of dimming on me because I was out in the hot sun. It was like 80 degrees. It wasn't that hot, but the screen still dimmed after taking a bunch of videos, testing out the control, camera control, whatever, button, doing things like that. I went for a jog. I was using the camera, testing out the camera control, and screen dimmed. It was kind of hot outside, and the battery's dropping. I used GPS to drive somewhere because I am directionally challenged. And all in all, I did my best. I didn't charge the phone at all. I woke up around 8:30 a.m. 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., 20%. So that's not terrible. It's, I was off work yesterday, meaning there was not a 5 to 8 hour chunk of time where I wasn't on my phone. So I was using my phone constantly. By 5 p.m., I put it on the charger, and it was charging for a couple hours, and I was able to use it again, and blah, 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 because I normally go to bed around midnight. That was Tuesday. Now, I remember Sunday, I was using the phone, and I worked Sunday. They started at 8 or 9 a.m. By 9 p.m., the phone was at 30%. That's pretty good. That was about, those 12 hours of use. Part of that, I was at work. Part of that, I was at church. I was not on my phone, but other than that, I was on my phone listening to videos, watching videos. I was doing things like that. I didn't really record any videos or you really use GPS. But by 8 or 9 p.m., my battery was at 30%. What sucks is I had to use the phone. I knew I was going to use the phone. I had to go to a party that night. And so I needed a GPS to get there. And of course, I wanted to be on my phone instead of talking to people because I'm me. And so I needed to charge the phone then. So that really sucks just because on my 15 Pro Max, I didn't have to charge the phone at all until I went to bed. Even with the battery capacity at 89%, I didn't have to charge the phone at all until I went to bed. I remember I would be hanging out with a friend. I would, wake up at 8:30 a.m., be using my phone all day for whatever. And even though I didn't have a charger in my car at the time, I still, went to hang out with my friend around in the afternoon. It was around 60% battery. And by the time I got home around 9 p.m., it was around 40% battery. And by the time I went to bed around midnight, it was maybe at 25% battery on the 15 Pro Max. That's what I was hoping from the 16 Pro, just because I don't know. That would have been a really cool thing if they could somehow put incredible battery in a phone that size, because this size phone is awesome. Now, granted, I've had the phone for less than a week. Sometimes it takes the phone a couple of days to start optimizing for your use cases. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm seeing, the battery on the 16 Pro is not going to last a power user all day. You need to be using an MagSafe power bank. Make sure you have a charger at your desk. You gotta have a charger in your car. And another thing I noticed is I have a charger at my desk, and I was at my desk working this morning, put the phone on the charger, and the phone maintained battery. It didn't go up in battery, but it didn't go down. It just maintained the battery. It was a MagSafe charger. I have a MagSafe charger in my car, and on my way to work this afternoon, the battery was just maintaining on the charger. I don't know why it's not going up. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. It could just be a lower wattage. I'm using the old MagSafe pucks, not the new ones, because I'm not spending another $40 on that. So anyways, that's all I got for you today. Let me know what phone you got in the comments down below. I'm Jake. This is Shot on My Phone.